because burning natural gas also releases methane, which is strong greenhouse gas that leaks to the atmosphere in big amount. Burning natural gas also emits carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, and sulfur dioxide. Burning gasoline also produces carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, particulate matter, and unburned hydrocarbons that can reduce lung function, cause inflammation of airways, increase asthma attack, and other respiratory issues, according to the American Lung Association. Gas industry has raised environmental health concerns. Respiratory disease among children were collected from daily hospital administration in Bintulu, Malaysia from 2010 to 2019. Gender and age group were performed by stratification. Children with the greatest relative risk, younger children 0 until 4 years old, and girls were stronger association. Exposure to sulfur dioxide was associated with higher risk of respiratory hospitalization among children in Bintulu than particulate matter 2.5 were revealed by the study. Children living in the natural gas industrial area is necessary to have better air quality control.
Children residing in or near natural gas industrial areas face heightened exposure to air pollutions, which may significantly increase their susceptibility to respiratory disease. Despite advancements in industrial process, emissions from natural gas operation continue to pose threats to public health, particularly among vulnerable populations such as children. Understanding the precise relationship between children's exposure to air pollutions in this area and their risk of hospital admissions for respiratory disease is critical for devising targeted interventions and policy measures to safeguard children's health and well-being. This study aims to address this gap by assessing air quality, quantifying exposure levels, analyzing health outcomes, and identifying potential interventions to mitigate the adverse effects of air pollution on children's respiratory health in natural gas industrial areas. To explore the relationship between short-term exposure to air pollution and hospital admissions for respiratory disease among children in natural gas industrial area in Bintulu. From this research, we can see it is also aimed for natural gas industrial area need to have an appropriate air quality control. Secondly, it is to investigate the relationship between air pollution exposures and hospital admissions for respiratory disease among children. This involves analyzing medical records to identify trends and patterns, including the types and the severity of respiratory illness correlated with levels of pollution exposure. Last but not least, it is for raising awareness among parents, caregivers, communities, educators, and etc. about the health risks associated with air pollution and the importance of preventative measures.
Bintulu, situated on Borneo Island, is home to 2,015 residents across 7,204 kilometers. The study indicates a correlation between sulfur dioxide and particulate matter. Sulfur dioxide, a gas emitted by industries like natural gas production, can lead to respiratory problems such as bronchial inflammation and pulmonary edema. Children are at risk due to their developing respiratory system. Between 2010 and 2019, Bintulu documented 16,764 hospital admissions related to diseases, with the majority of cases, which is 85.4%, involving children aged from 0 until 4 years. The study emphasizes the necessity of regulation to safeguard children's health from air pollution in industrial regions.
Environmental health issues have been highlighted by the natural gas industry's rapid expansion in response to the world's demand. Due to the sustained growth of the worldwide gas trade and the robust consumption of natural gas in rapidly developing Asian nations, the demand for natural gas as an energy source has increased globally. However, better air quality control is necessary for children's health living in the natural gas industrial area. Although liquefied natural gas (LNG) is generally recognized as a more environmentally friendly energy source because of its emerging as an alternative to petrol or fuel oil because of lower emissions from production and combustion, it might have a detrimental effect on the environment and in turn human health since carbon dioxide and methane are the two predominant pollutants of liquefied natural gas emissions. This study concludes by highlighting the strong correlation that exists between brief exposure to PM2.5 and SO2 and a higher rate of hospital admissions for respiratory illness in children in Bintulu, Malaysia, especially in girls and children under 5. The result emphasized the necessity for strict air quality measures in natural gas industrial zones to protect public health and the susceptibility of young children to air pollution. By ensuring a healthy living environment in this industrial location and mitigating the negative health impacts on children, requires improved environmental legislation and efficient pollution control methodologies. Department of Environment need to take an approach to ensure that environmental regulations provide adequate public health protections. Secondly, enhance amenities and build more hospitals to serve the underprivileged is a need, since hospital admissions for respiratory disease among children that are susceptible to poor air quality due to their weak immune system and immature lung development and early exposure to air pollutants can easily alter lung development and function. On top of that, by providing greater chance and opportunities, especially for those who come from low-income groups, to use facilities and hospitality to ease the burden since the previous epidemiological studies have also identified certain groups in the population such as children, the elderly, people with chronic disease, as well as those from low-income groups are sensitive and vulnerable to air pollution. Furthermore, offer a range of resources to ensure high quality air. Importantly, to reduce the pressure on children in low and middle income nations while expand the economy. Last but not least, assemble all industrial facilities and production-related natural gas industry, such as those involved in mining, refining, storing, transporting, and refueling in a closed area or establish a special area away from the general public.